What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome back to more Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. My name is Digimon, and I'm accompanied alongside the OG to my G, the champion of the Hoenn region,
Master of IVs.
Masters
not
of...
relevant to Pokemon at all.
Exactly. Manny the Great did cheese.
Jeez.
So, before we start off actually playing this, I pre-ordered Kingdom Hearts 3 like a wonderful loser that has too much money to not properly be saving. Look at this look at this theme.
Goofy's like, yo, I'm ready to
Yuck! 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 Oh, you were just yuck! Oh my god. No.
This game looks really cool. I have to get a PlayStation.
It's made on the Unreal. It's the first time Kingdom Hearts has like left the engine that's been on. It's now on the Unreal Engine.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
isn't that the same? That
Fortnite.
Engine?
Yeah. Sea of Thieves. It's pretty much like the most like besides the Crisis engine. It's probably one of the best looking engines. So I don't have any sound, which I could fix really easily, but I had to leave stuff. So in the last episode, we cleaned up a bunch of stuff. Like we just mopped the floor with more missions. I think we're gonna do more missions in this, or did we do the gauntlet last? I don't remember actually. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna go over a quick little team recap because Alec is actually a giant fan of Digimon as well as I am. We got a Shakumon. They're all max leveled. I'll stat it as I can. You probably remember this one. So Examon, you probably have no idea who it is, which I'll explain a little more later. Jessmon.
Whoa.
Lialzamon. Agnamon. Mirage Gargamon. Danoamon. So this is Tyrant Kabuterimon, but this is our friend Modi. Yes. Alphamon or Ryukin mode. Shine Greymon Burst mode. Gallantmon Crimson mode. And back to the start. We also have a bunch in the, if you will. And you're probably going to remember their names because of how Digimon works is you can actually digivolve and digivolve things at your will. But sometimes I got confused of where I wanted them to end up. So I wanted to have the original cast members on my team, so I just wound up naming their Digimon them while they're going across different paths. You'll probably run across a few of them. So there's Rapidmon Armor we have, Apocalypmon, Arcadiamon Ultra, which is from this game, Armageddamon, which if you watch one of the movies, you'll remember him. Imperial Dramon Paladinamon, which movie him. Dark Omnimon, or Omnimon Sport. You have Tallboy, which is got some Daru Grainomon. Bancho Leomon, Durandaramon, Gankumon, Justimon, Magnadramon.
That's the ult.
The Mega of Gatomon. That's why it's named Kyrie. Magna Gurumon, Mastimon, Metal Gurumon, which that's Mega, Mega Gargamon, which you'll remember. Momentar, Henry! Momentar! Platinum Numemon, Platinum Numemon, because they have the ability to actually get more XP. So that's why. Rosemon Burst Mode, Ho-Ho-Mon, which is Biomon's Mega Form, War Greymon, which is Agumon's Mega Form, Padamon's Mega Form, Seraphimon, Ultra Force Vidramon, Barudamon, and we're back up to Rabidmon. So, that's kind of all the people left. Do you have anyone that you want me to grab and put on the team and use?
Raj got, oh no.
Yeah, this is our party, so
Yeah.
this is the one bank.
I think their party looks stacked and...
Alright, perfect. Just making sure in case you want to see your face is back on the screen. So, let's go check the BBS and figure out what mission we have to take on. So we're in the post-game actually now.
Oh.
It took us like 84 episodes to get here.
Like,
yeah, it was not fight.
I'm guessing it's a big game.
It's a lot of text. It is a story game through and through. So, yeah, it's kind of nutty.
I hate that my colleagues won't get along. That sounds like someone complaining about this.
So, interesting fact about this mission. They wind up fighting over who's poop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Client is Chumon. I'll contact and ask for the details. So actually, all the voice acting in this game is done in Japanese, but it has English subtitles in it. Pretty intense game. So if you ever, I do have it unfortunately digitally downloaded, but if you ever do get a PS4 again, let me know. I'll let you borrow my account so you can download it on your hardware. So we have to go help this guy in the underground of, not Namco. Or is it the underground of Namco? I forget what the area is actually called. We'll go help him out, make his partners stop fighting. So the end goal is we need to get to Abyss server. That's where before all my data kind of got corrupted, or not corrupted. I deleted all of my because I was trying to transfer PCs and whatnot. So I need to get back there. I need to. So there we go. So we'll run faster and we run. I really don't want to run enemies. We don't get XP anymore. We're all max leveled, so I'm just gonna kind of run it through. But let's. All right. So up to what season did you stop watching Digimon?
Season with.
So season 3, yeah. Aimer.
I watched a bit of when they.
Season 4.
The one with when they combined with like
the spirits.
Yeah,
the
with the
spirits. That was season 4, which personally was actually my favorite season. I always thought it was so cool, like the
merging
yeah.
beasts and spirits. Yeah,
that was cool. I always thought that's one of my highlights. But Alec actually hasn't seen the Try movies. He's only seen
just a couple of fight scenes.
It's worth the watch if you're a diehard fan like I am. But if you're also a diehard fan, it's gonna break your heart because it's like this is disappointing. All right, which way do I go? I forgot. Okay. Yeah, so once all your Digimon are kind of maxed out, there's really no point fighting anymore because you just one-shot everything and you're just wasting your SP, which is kind of like your main whatnot. But everything will get annihilated. Don't you worry. Worry about a darling thing. Now we're back. So we just finished up Pokemon Emerald, and we talked a lot about Pokemon stuff over there. So, our conversation went. Start with the first season.
Yeah.
You can. So when you first saw, like, who was like, what got you hooked initially on the actual series itself?
So the fact that they went into a world with digital monsters.
Like it was a separate world from the human world kind of thing?
Which made me think as a kid that it was possible in real life.
Don't get me started.
Until I realized that was not the case at all.
Which sucks.
However,
VR's a thing, we're getting close.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we are. Well, speaking of which, look who's
They're not fighting over shit. I don't know what you're talking
about. They're literally fighting over shit.
Yeah, Yeah, so no mind, so they're literally having a dispute over who's pooping or pooping. I always liked Digimon more because I felt the characters themselves were more fleshed out, and they each change throughout the 50 episodes of the season. For the Pokemon, like, you'll always have your Ash, you'll have your Brock replacement, you'll have your May replacement. You're kind of just like, nothing ever changes, just a different setting.
Yeah,
you know what
it's
I mean?
almost like Big Brother, like it's the same host, but it's different idiots who try on new stuff.
Yeah. Like, I get why people like it more. Like, because the games, I will say, though, are definitely more, I'll talk to the gold or the platinum one. Like, I always found that the character, like Pokemon the show, I feel is completely inferior to Digimon in that regard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But the reason it became a cult classic was because of how good the games were.
Because it was the games that came out.
I thought the show came out. Well, no, I'm talking about here in our land.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Everything's just Japan.
Yeah, no. Usually it's the anime that comes out first. Which is cool, I guess, because it kind of hypes people.
Yeah. They always had a good approach, and it was always very approachable. AS ball. Dukemon. Or as in the English translation, Gallantmon.
I used to play Pokemon. I mean, on Rumble with my.
They were such bad fighters though. Like going to play them back now, I don't know how I put so much time into them.
Yeah.
But they were just so much fun. Just like, wow, this game really.
Some of their attacks you could just spam, and you could be like on the other side of the map.
Yeah, like you would. There's so many exploits.
Like On's lightning it, like shoot backward up, like be on the other side and just keep hitting.
Yeah, the shield of just.
And they would just keep going. Oh.
Yeah, they didn't take like frame count or anything in this thing. You just, oh god, it's like in the original Dragon Ball games for the PS2.
Yeah.
Tapion, the sword fighting guy from the thing, he's actually the best character in the game because he naturally has an infinite.
Oh, okay, that's amazing.
And you're just sitting there and you're like, why?
You're just like, why is this character like this?
Yeah. So like as I get older now and I understand like what frame fighting is and all this other stuff within fighter games, I look at this and I'm like, oh my god. What?
There's obviously a twist in the branches.
Yeah. Now with people being more aware of stuff, it's just like, you better not put an infinite in my game. They put an infinite in their game.
Of course they did.
Oh god.
But yeah, going back to the Pokemon thing, the only time that I saw like development, at least, was, I think I could say Gen 3, 4, and 6.
Because that's when they finally swapped out Misty and Brock.
Yeah, and they actually showed some kind of development in Ash getting better, not losing to a level 5 Snivy with Leaf Tornado.
I think everyone got triggered. It's like, how?
Yeah.
This Pikachu's been around for years, and he just lost to something that he's resisted. You know what I mean?
And what was that guy's name?
I don't know. All I remember was Paul, was it? His rival from Sinnoh?
Yeah.
He was probably like the coolest guy. He's the most
He didn't give a single F about it.
I don't need you.
But yeah, it's like, you're gonna get a Snivy from the Professor and it already knows Leaf Tornado, which is just a small percentage of the amount of bullshit that's been in the Pokemon anime.
Yeah.
Like, there was one battle, I don't know what it was, but like Aerial Ace missed. And I was like, how? Because it doesn't miss in the game.
Yeah, it's supposed to always... He dodged it!
Yeah.
How?
But yeah, definitely Generation 3, 4, and 6, I felt there was... But the other... I don't know, I guess I can include Gen 1 in. But yeah, definitely Digimon has, I find, the most development when it comes.
I always like too how it's like the same, like they're all actually connected, but it kind of tells a story of like different adventures at different times, and they always do it different enough to where you can believe it's a different adventure. Like it was only season 1 and 2 that crossed each other, but it was still the second cast show. Like it's still about Davis, Cody, Ken, Yoli, and then they had like Kyrie and Tika who were older, and then Ty was like, I'm a fucking high school dude. I got time for this shit.
I ain't doing that. You.
And then, okay, so if you watch Try, and I'm assuming I can make spoilers because it's been out for a couple, at least the first one. So in the first scene of the movie, you see Alphamon destroying Davis.
Oh, nice.
But you don't see it. You just see their silhouettes falling, and then this lightning flash of Alphamon. You're like, okay, huh? and then you just see the cast there, and you're just like, no, there's no way that something bad just happened to Davis, Cody, Yoli, and Ken. When Kyrie and TK were part of their group, they're the same age. They're in the same class. No. You can't just magically make them disappear.
Yeah.
You know. And the worst part is that no one says anything to. Okay, sure. But no one says anything. It's just like, hey, what happened? It's like one time Matt goes, "It's like, is everything fine with Ken?" And they're like, it's fine. Okay.
So they don't say that he died?
No, because here's what happens is eventually in the second part of the series, like they did a series in movie. Okay. So the second one was based around Joe and Mimi. That's when their Digimon actually go find the Mega. So you'll see Rosemon and Vikemon fighting Imperial German Dragon mode, but he's all dark and evil. And running around the world is the Digimon Emperor, Ken. So everyone's like, the fuck? And then Kairi and TK go to like Ken's house and no one answers. And I'm just like, and that's it. And they just drop it.
What a way to just drop the mic.
And then in the third episode, they encounter him again, who turns out the guy's a shapeshifter, and he turns into Jedi. But it's not actually Jedi.
What is this?
And then they wind up fighting. No. Yeah, no. Okay. So there's there's a new character introduced. Her name's Mako. Oh my god, the worst character I've ever come across in a.
Is that the one that has that like kind of cat Digimon thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw a little bit of that.
And her Digimon has like this virus that it inherited from a Pokemon, and it like makes like it infects everyone. And like so this movie's about Patamon, TK, and Izzy. So Patamon gets infected and he like bites TK on the arm, and it's like some blood coming out of his arm.
Oh, nice.
So TK doesn't say anything because he doesn't want to hurt Patamon's feelings. So then it turns out that this, you know that voice that always took over Kairi? Apparently that thing exists now.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna reset the digital world. So everything that was there is gonna be reset to like day 1. So you have to send Makomon into the digital world. Well, no, forget that. Everyone gets infected in the final fight.
Oh my goodness.
Then it's Tentomon versus everyone.
Yeah. I saw that fight. That was a fight scene that I saw.
Yeah, and then he finally Digiballs into Hercules Kabuterimon. It's like, yes, Giga Crusher his ass. No, they all hug and jump into a suicide portal.
I saw that.
And I'm like, okay. And then the movie.
That's it, eh?
No, that's not it. Because then there's the 4th movie where they all go back to the digital world. Everything's been reset. And this is like, okay, this is cool. They can like, kind of redo the first scene where Clogamon attacks. No, as soon as they get there, they see all their Digimon friends. It's like, oh, there's no story of them trying to win them back. Like, yeah, we know you. Yeah, I have no idea who you are, but I'm gonna stick with you anyways.
Yeah.
Like, why? So after a bunch of fighting, so this movie is apparently based around Sora, where Sora has like this dilemma with. It's not even like they're not even handling that love triangle with like Matt, her, and Ty. It's fucking. She's sitting there, and she has like this falling out. Like Beelmon's like, no, I don't know who you are. Like Beelmon's the only logical person. Everyone else is like, yeah, it's okay, but I'll cuddle with you. Beelmon's like,
oh god,
the fuck are you?
Netflix and chill.
You know, literally. So Beelmon's like, no, I don't know you. And Sora's like crying her face out because everyone else is like, why is Beelmon such a skank? So then eventually they wind up fighting Machine Dramon, Metal Sea Dramon, and Puppetmon. So you think at this point, okay, well it's a Mega versus Rookie thing. No, they throw that out of the water and just have Agumon and Gabumon stop an attack from a Mega level, and you're just like, fuck this.
I stop an attack from a Mega.
So you're sitting there and you're just like, okay, whatever. So it keeps going on. Then Jedi decides to, he shows not the evil one again, like starts like talking this weird cursed language to like Sora. Then he licks her face.
Oh, nice. That's weird.
Yeah, and then like he reveals that he needs to have Makomon turn into like this super maniacal killer of worlds, because the king of the digital world, Yggdrasil, wants to like engulf the human world with the digital one. So then at the end, where they're fighting Metal Sea Dramon and Machine Dramon, Beelmon's finally like, oh, Sora gets picked up by Machine Dramon and just smashed into a wall. And she lives, mind you.
Of course.
No cuts, no scrapes, no broken spine. She just, I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. Like, oh, okay. Well, thanks, consistency.
Yeah.
So that gets handled, and then Beelmon's like, okay, we're homies. Turns into Phoenixmon, blows one guy up. TK Digivol, Patamon for some reason Digivolves in this Seraphimon, blows up Machine Dramon again. Then everyone's like, yeah, Hercules Kabuterimon didn't get any light to shine. Blows up Machine Dramon.
Oh my god.
And then under the water is like Matt and Ty drowning. Agumon and Gabumon are just like, alright, we'll just go Mega real quick. War Greymon and Metal Garurumon just blow up Metal Sea Dramon.
Yeah.
It's over! And then Makomon goes full out ballistic. and then like returns to the real world trying to kill everything. You're like, okay, this is inconsistent, but it's fine.
That's Digimon Try, eh?
No, it's not done. There's the 5th movie where it's about Kairi and Mako, where they return to the real world, and then Makomon is now at her mega level of evil. So everyone's all mega level Digimon. Then all of a sudden they can't beat her. So like he just 1v6s everyone. So then they fuse War Greymon into Metal Garurumon into Omnimon. So it's like, oh fuck yeah, you know, they're doing this again because they failed fighting Alphamon like that. They're gonna win. No, get their ass kicked. And then back, I think somehow in the digital world, I think they hopped into the portal. Jessmon shows up, blows up the floor. Tai and his teacher get pulled into the fissure. Matt is left standing there with Tai's goggles, and it ends with everyone thinking Tai's dead.
Nice.
So then Kairi goes in like this frantic of like, I miss my brother. Gatomon evil Digivolves into like fall down mode Ophanimon. Uses with the evil Makomon thing. Creates this giant floating naked titty thing. Not even kidding. And then it begins to like cry.
Can we see that after? I have to see that for
Then it begins to cry like digital tears that dissolve the world.
Oh, nice.
And then eventually, so like the last movie, everyone's like, oh, we're getting our ass kicked with, they keep fighting. So they barely do any fighting. The military shows up for some reason. Starts blowing up this thing, pisses it off. They scream stop. Tai magically okay, so then Tai is in like this lab. I don't know how. With like his teacher who's literally gut shot at this point. He bleeds out, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So Tai just watches his teacher die. And then in the before all that happens, in these pods you see Davis, Yoli,
Oh my gosh.
Ken, Cody, and actual Jedi. And then so evil Jedi is like, well, this place is about to blow up. Haha, suck my lactating nipples. You're all gonna die here. So then you're just like, oh, okay. So then he gives like this big speech to Tai. Tai heads back to the real world. All you hear is that Davis and everyone else are back in the hospital recovering. And then you have this scene where like Tai goes just in time to save Agumon and Mako, making this bullshit love angle that no one gives a shit about. He saves her, all hero of the day. And then they become Omnimon again. Everyone's a Mega at this point. Gatomon becomes Magnadramon. And then they all give their powers into Omnimon, where he transforms into Omnimon Merciful Mode, who literally is a holy samurai who cuts the sky in half.
Oh, nice.
And then he just cuts this thing in half and it's over. And then after the post-credit thing, where they do like this scene where they're clearly actually setting up more, which is awful, because you just see Dark Jedi running around with this cube. He's like, who's next, Daemon or Diaboromon? You're just like, I could barely handle this, right? So that's all happening. You have no idea what's going on, and then Tai's just like Tai, you should call her. Like Mako moves back to her hometown. He's like, Tai, call her. When I was setting up this bullshit love angle, it's like, oh, call her. He calls her, and Agumon's like, we'll be friends forever. I'm hungry. Yuck. And then all you hear is, yeah, Davis, Cody, Yoli, and Ken are just fine. They're on their own. You're like,
oh, nice.
Oh yeah, fuck this shit.
So they died, and then they're back to it.
Yeah, so you're just like, so what? So you left with more questions than answers, and you're just like, so now what? Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
And then they tweet out, yeah, there's gonna be more movies. Like,
how are you gonna continue?
Well, there's easy ways for them to continue, but this is like your comeback. You know what I mean? You don't make your comeback garbage. So you should go watch it so you can laugh with me.
Side note, this Digimon just punched that old guy.
Yeah, so what's going on here is that old guy is using this guy, so he sweats golden luck, golden juices. So, which gave that guy good luck. So now this guy's selling bottles of water, saying it's his sweat. So he made a whole church around him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he just punched a... This whole thing's a religious trip, by the way.
He just punched an old guy.
And that's why I'm kind of ignoring this whole thing, because I don't want to get, like, religious on the video. Because he's like, no, Jesus is my homie. He just punches him in the mouth.
Yeah, he just literally punched him.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to ignore it, so I wouldn't get political with this thing. So I figured I'd talk about something more controversial, like the Digimon series. Oh god. Yeah. So watch Try.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Yeah. Get that joke. Stop it. It's worth a watch, but it's like, I'm
guessing it's all in Japanese.
No, it's the English. Actually, no. The English releases come out in theaters here. They do English dubs of them.
Oh, really?
They've done up. I think the 5th movie came out in June. 6th one's coming out. So if you want to go watch it in English, you could totally go on the date.
I am done.
They're only like 2-day events though. You have to go find the certain movie theaters that are hosting them. There's a good chance we might be the only people walking in.
Potentially.
So yeah, it's literally just like, so what do I believe in a god? Don't believe in and choose atheism? Believe in yourself. You don't need religion. Believe in yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's almost like what's that Batman? Telltale?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the...
What's all those Telltale games though? Alright. So I hope you all enjoyed my ranting in this episode. Oh wait, several days later there's more church stuff. But the next episode looks like we're finally gonna head to the abyss. I don't really want to read any of this because it's all religious text and whatnot, and I don't want to make a video about that. Once again, Japanese games, just like God.
Because I do.
I think I do. Well, I don't. Just get punched in the face. Like,
I'd
all
be
right.
a dragon.
You know. Well. Yeah. Apparently now there's a church being named after me.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how either. Apparently she uploaded to YouTube. Now there's a cult of apparently me telling people to believe in themselves. So now I'm a priest.
Hey,
Sup, brothers?
believing in God. That's the name of the mission.
It is. It is. Believing in God was the name of the mission. I wish I could make this shit up.
I'm surprised that like the Catholic Church didn't come onto this and try to take them down for that.
It's fine. They can't stop video games. Anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in this episode of Digimon Cyber Hackers Memory. I hope you enjoyed my brief recap of the Digimon Tri movies. It still pains me on the inside here, or probably all the pains me on the inside. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.